I am going to get a few things put in place. What kind of day did you have yesterday?
I had a good day.
Had a good day? What was good about
Um, I'm here.
it?
I get another day.
Another day, another dollar?
I get another chance. That's right.
Another day to holler? Oh, I'm a poet and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Let me make sure we're getting out there. Doesn't look like we're getting out there quite yet.
Yeah.
You got big plans today?
Plants or plants? What
Yeah, that's probably what I said. Good plans today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to get a bunch of grass in the
We
ground.
had closing yesterday.
Woo-hoo! I should be wearing my closing shirt.
Amazing couple. Honestly,
Yeah.
so funny. Mad cool though. Mad cool. I gotta say that.
It's always good when we can serve those that serve ourselves. You work with some veterans.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always the best, man. Veterans are the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, June, I think we got everything set up. So let's just go ahead and roll. Morning, yo, family. Hey, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, United Real Estate Richmond.
Rich meat.
Rich Meat. Grammar don't matter.
Grammar don't matter. You know we be
And
making stuff up.
Chestmate Realty Group.
I'm glad you got that part straight. Anyway, chest meat, real meat. Hey, family, we out here doing this thing, June. So you shared earlier you had a closing.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I had a
Who'd
closing.
you help?
I helped a really nice couple from out of town. Well, they've been living in Richmond for a minute, but they're originally from another state, and they just saw the vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They saw the vision of what Petersburg and the surrounding areas can bring,
So they bought a home in Petersburg.
and the surrounding areas, yeah.
That's crazy.
All the surrounding areas. I'm
That's
not going to give
crazy.
you the exact location, but
I don't want to give their exact address when we all show up.
Exactly. Yep.
Family, the dynamics, they're changing. Richmond has gotten to be so incredibly expensive that folks are having to consider other places.
Mm-hmm.
And the key here is to do your best to get there before other people get there.
And I'm going to say this, and it may start a ruckus, Smitty.
You're going to start a
So if
ruckus
you want
early
to say
in the
that
morning?
disclosure
Oh,
before I
right.
say what I say.
The words you're about to hear is solely those of June Clarissa Smith, not necessarily those of Smitty Smith and Grits and Grants and River City Blues Realty and Chestmate Realty and United Real Estate Richmond.
There you go.
Whew.
So this is what I have to say. When I first came to this country back in 1988, I'm just saying,
Lord.
and even more recent than that, I heard people say, people come to this country and they just take. They just get all these benefits and they just move wherever they want and they get more than what we want and da 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 da. You always hear the complainers, right?
Yeah.
But what are they complaining about, really? I mean, some of the things might be a little bit valid, but if you've got the opportunity to take advantage of grants and down payment assistance, and you don't, if you've got the opportunity,
You really
doesn't
are
matter-
starting a ruckus.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how much we scream, shout, and have
country
been
ass.
advertising it for the last 10, 15 years
Yeah,
about grants
yeah,
and down
yeah.
payment assistance and the opportunity to move out of central Richmond to other areas, and that these prices are really reasonable, and you don't take it, then who's to blame? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, y'all got to look in the mirror. I'm here today to say, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And stop complaining and do something about it. It's here. Fix your credit.
Simone says, "Good morning, family. My England cousin."
I'm just saying.
Good morning, Demond, and she's country too. The girl can be so damn confusing. Am I English? Am I country? Just what is going on? But no, June. But you brought up a very valid point. We always tend to over concern ourselves with what somebody else has, other opportunities that we believe others have. And sometimes we don't see our own opportunities, or we don't always grab hold of our own opportunities.
That's right in front of us. And I'm gonna be honest. I was
Again,
like
wait.
that. What?
Again, the views expressed here are those of... All right, go ahead.
I was like that. I used to see some skinny people. I'm like, oh, look at her
What?
skinny.
What?
Oh, she just too cute because she can fit in that size
Was
too.
was she cute?
Yeah, but that's not the point. I want
know
you to
it.
hate because
I
I
know
wasn't
it. I
as
know
skinny
it.
as what she is.
Yeah.
So, you have to look in the mirror like, what, if I don't like something about myself, why am I throwing shade on someone that's achieved my goals or where I want to be? You
Yeah.
gotta really self-examine yourself and say, I gotta stand corrected
Yeah.
and fix myself. For instance, again, you may want to say those views, but I'm just going to throw out there before you say those views. Look at Demand. He's always throwing shade at the Eagles every single year. The Dallas lose. You got to stand corrected, Demand. Come on.
Demand said that's Nigerian in her. Nigerian.
Is it really the Eagles' fault, or is it your team? Is it Dallas that's underperforming? I'm just saying.
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Why are you
But
throwing
hey,
shade at
who's counting?
Eagles?
32, you know,
They can't help
32,
that they're
33.
good. They can't hate that they're a better team. You can't hate that they took advantage to win.
Well,
What can I say?
We didn't welcome folks to May the 13th.
I'm sorry, I did stop. Hold on, I just read Nigeria. Where he get that Nigeria? You know what?
Nigeria. Welcome to May the 13th, a.k.a. June the 1st. June, I got some big stuff planned in June.
And so do I.
You know, I really do. You know,
It's the best month of the year.
Is it? Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? Is it?
Other Geminis know this.
You know, but I got some big stuff planned. So, but it starts tomorrow. So June 1st starts tomorrow. What is going on? Our dogs are out there going crazy. Every time we start to show, our dogs decide this is the time to bark their loudest. But you know what, June? You know what I want to talk about today, June?
What?
I want to talk about crazy faith. But as it relates to crazy faith, I'm going to talk about balance. Balance. What is balance to you? Damon, what is balance to you? Guys, tell me share with me what balance is to you.
Equal.
Equal? Okay,
Equal
what do you mean
fairness,
equal? Okay, equal
leveled.
fairness. Level?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's usually what balance
So when
means,
you
yeah.
think of balance, you think of it being level.
Yes.
Okay, it's not going to the left or right, nor up or down. It's kind of sort of right smack in the middle.
That's right.
And is there comfort and balance?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's comfort and balance.
Very much so.
Okay. Hey, Dante Green, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Dante.
Dante, this morning we're talking about balance. And June has shared that balance is equal. And what else did you say, June? It's
Level.
Level. It's neither to the left nor the right. It's kind of level. It's just in balance.
And then also the word fairness. You believe that fairness is balanced.
Okay. All right. So.
Not leaning to one side or the other.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay. And can we also think of balance as it relates to other people?
Oh yeah.
Can we be out of balance by what other people do to us? Can other people knock us out of balance?
Of course.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay. All right.
I had to fight. No, stop.
Invoking color purple?
That's right.
Is that what we're doing today? Is that what we're doing today?
Every day.
Dante says a state of equilibrium, stability, or equal distribution of weight, amount, or elements creating harmony.
That's my son right,
All right.
there. I'm so proud.
And that man said it's the Cowboys beating every team this year. Man, that's a pipe dream right there. That's tomorrow's word, crack.
Which you are on if you
Yeah, seriously, man. That's a pipe dream right there, brother. And then they're never to put 18-0. Man, please. You are out of balance. You
mean out of bounds.
you are out of control.
Yes.
You are out of here. Gene, put him out of our...
But no. Demand is exercising crazy faith. So, hey.
Yeah, okay. But, June, balance is tough. Balance is also muscle memory. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Things are in balance. I put the same things in the same place every single time.
Yeah.
When I come home, I put my wallet in the same place. Put my keys in the same place. So it creates a sense of balance or normalcy where I don't really have to think about that. That frees me up to do other things.
Yeah.
And, excuse me.
Ooh.
And that's a good thing, right? It is a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are some of the things that you do to help you maintain balance, Jim?
I write things down.
Okay. All right. All right.
I keep a log of my appointments and the things that I need to do.
Okay.
Let me see.
And Dante and Damon, what are some of the things you do to stay in balance?
We put together a routine.
A routine. Okay. A routine is definitely balance.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we're talking about what balance is, what is being unbalanced?
Oh gosh. I'm just not having the things I just named. Everything to the opposite of that.
Everything to the opposite of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you feel better? Do you feel, not better or worse, but do you feel more when you're balanced or when you're unbalanced?
I feel more when I'm unbalanced.
Ah, right. Exactly. Exactly. When we're balanced, we don't feel anything. We're just going along for the ride, right?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling happy. I'm not feeling sad because this is every day. This is the normal.
And you have a routine, so you know what you need to do.
You know what you
so you can move on muscle memory.
Yeah. So would it be fair to say that being balanced is more efficient?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Is it more energy efficient?
Yeah. Where are we going with this, Smitty?
You know we're going somewhere. Is it better use of my resources being balanced?
Yeah, your time, your energy, everything.
Everything. And I agree with you, June. And again, but you said something that's critically important because I really had to think about this yesterday and today. When I'm unbalanced, that's when I feel something.
You should have asked me. You wouldn't have to think so hard. Because I balance you, okay?
Okay, here we go. All right. So again, when I'm unbalanced, it don't feel quite right.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I know why I'm unbalanced, and sometimes I don't know why I'm unbalanced. But here's the thing about being unbalanced, June. Unbalanced requires effort. Because you want to get back to that point of, as Dante said, equilibrium.
Yeah.
Now, here's the killer, family. This is the killer. This is where I'm driving with this.
Okay.
To be balanced, everything has to be equal. If I put the slightest amount of weight on the left side, it's going to tilt me which way? To the left, right?
To the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. And if I do to the right, it goes to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Family, that is the challenge, is when you decide that, you know what, June, I am unbalanced continuing to pay rent. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do something about it. But as soon as I start working on as soon as I put the time, the effort, hey, Michaela, how are you? Medication for me is a great source of balance. He said, meditation.
Oh, you know what? Let's not even talk about your extracurricular activities, Mr. Smitty.
I need to balance my face with my glasses because he said meditation. Yeah.
He was talking. No.
Yeah.
You were talking about weed, right?
Earlier we were talking about the mind smoking crack, but anyway.
Know, right? That's why he went to medication.
Is meditation. But June, when I start putting effort into one section, to one area, it's going to naturally do what? Throw things out of balance.
Yeah.
All right? Because I'm moving my effort from A over to B, and that's going to create an imbalance in my life. And that is what stops us from moving forward. Because the thing that unbalances me, they're not necessarily related. When I focus on A, it's going to focus B, C, D, E, F, and G, and it knocks things out of balance.
And and it's not even, now that you say that, it's not even just an action, a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
A word, anything the word is so powerful, it's so true, that can put you off balance.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you to decide how much weight that word, that conversation has on your whole entire day.
And that unbalance doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good being unbalanced, so we naturally want to be balanced.
And then how do you balance yourself? Do you balance yourself?
Easy.
Yeah. How?
Easy. Go back to the status quo. Go right back to where you were. Make no effort to make a change. And unfortunately, June, that feels nothing.
I don't understand. Explain that.
Okay, we already said when I'm balanced, I feel nothing.
Okay.
I don't feel good. I don't feel bad. I'm just going through life. When I become unbalanced is when I feel the heat, I feel the pressure, I feel the uncomfortableness. That brings in the concern. So we as folks, we naturally don't want to feel bad. We want to feel good. If we can't feel good, I at least want to feel nothing.
But Smitty, you're making me feel depressed because now I'm realizing how easy it is to become unbalanced.
Oh, exactly. Yes.
Like I feel like a scale, like a piece of wind or something. Any that blows me, a light piece of dust can take me off balance so easily.
A phone call.
Yeah.
Right. A thought. something somebody else does to you or even for you can throw you off balance.
Finances, debt, credit, relationships.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah. Seriously, family. Your mailbox.
Yeah.
Your mailbox carries a lot of weight.
Watching the news.
I want you to understand this. Your mailbox carries a lot of weight. And your mailbox is what throws us off balance the most. Credit card offers, loan offers, bills, and it just throws us off, June. And we want to get back to the source of being balanced as quickly as possible because that's perfectly natural. So then we just stop. I want to be a homeowner. So what do I have to do, June? I got to start saving some money. Does that throw things off balance?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even for the things that you want.
Yeah, things that you need. And again, family, remember, balance is neutral. It's equilibrium. Everything is everything. I don't have to worry about, June, I truly do not have to worry about where my keys are. You know what the trip part is, June?
What?
My keys are not in the most logical place. I have to walk past the front door, past one key rack to get to another key rack here in the office. But my balance is knowing that that's where the keys are. So when it's time to go, I don't even think about it, June. I just naturally start walking to where this set of keys are, which are different from where the other set of keys are.
But that's your balance and not your balance. Your balance doesn't need to match someone else's.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't have to make any sense to anybody else. It only has to make sense to me.
And it makes sense to you because this is mainly where you are all the time, is in your office.
Yeah, but I don't need my keys here, though, I keep one set of keys here and I keep another set of keys by the door. So again, but family, balance is balance. And if I started keeping my keys where my other set of keys are, I'm likely to still walk in here looking for the keys. So it's going to take some time to get back into what, June?
Balance. Okay.
Balance.
Okay. I'm picking up what you mean.
Okay, picking up what I'm putting down, family. So, you know what? All I'm saying to you folks is you got to get unbalanced in order to rebalance, but let's rebalance at a higher plane.
And you really don't realize how important balance is until you don't have it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to actually go with the physical balance of when I was on the ship that time and I started getting seasick. That feeling of being unbalanced is really, really awful. And you don't appreciate it until you're balanced again.
Yeah.
So just imagine if life was like getting seasick, where you feel your equilibrium.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too.
Whatever.
Ligaments. Yeah, go ahead.
Because grammar don't matter.
You know it don't.
Can you imagine if life actually showed you physically what it was like when you're unbalanced? Every time you're unbalanced with your thought process, with just anything, your credit, your goals, then you felt seasick.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? That or there was a scale on your forehead. And other folks could see if you're balanced or unbalanced today.
Wow.
And if you were unbalanced, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't want to be around you.
Yeah.
Because you can easily throw me off balance, and it's just so easy to do. Muscle memory is important, family, but sometimes I just gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. And Dante says, "You sound like my therapist, Smitty." Life requires intentionality.
Yes.
Allocating time for work, rest, and relationships while nurturing physical and mental health. Key strategies include setting boundaries, saying no. Hey, there's a balancing act, right? Prioritizing sleep and nutrition, scheduling breaks, cultivating self-awareness.
And,
that's a lot to balance.
That is. And sometimes something horrific or horrible has to happen to you for you to realize how important life is and how balancing you, first and foremost, is the most important thing for you to do in order to help someone else.
Thank you, babe. But sometimes, family, we got to unbalance the scales to rebalance the scales. See, June, in a perfect world, when my scales get unbalanced, you know what I want to do? I naturally want to just take everything off my scales.
Yes.
I just want to be away from everything. I don't want nobody to bother me. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I just want to be left alone.
Which makes no sense to me.
I know it. Doesn't make dollars nor sense, okay? But that's how I want to rebalance my scale, and it never works that way.
Nope.
You can never remove everything off your scale to rebalance your scale. What we have to do is we have to move the pieces of life forwards and backwards until we find that balance. All right. Then once we find the balance, what do, June? Do we stay there? Yes, and that's what's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
We just stay right where we are because we got everything back in balance, and I expend so much effort getting my scale balanced that I just wanted to stay that way.
Yeah, don't ever ask Smitty to organize your house because he will throw
It's
everything
going
away
it's going in the trash. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously.
and start again.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how I want to balance my skills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm working on a project, June, when I get so frustrated, you know what I do? I just delete it, and I start all over again. Is that the most efficient use of time and energy? No,
No.
because I can always just kind of delete little pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I delete it all because I naturally want to balance my scales by starting fresh with nothing on my scales, and then I add the pieces.
Yeah.
But we can't do that in life. You shouldn't do that in life. So, family, you know what? It's okay to have your scales unbalanced while you're working to rebalance them, but at a higher plane. Okay, and then once we get there, they're going to get unbalanced again. If I decide that I'm going to become a homeowner, you know what's going to get unbalanced?
Wow.
Going out,
Mm-hmm.
eating lunch out, giving money to family and friends, And so what does that unbalance create, June? It creates unbalance in my relationships with my family. It creates an unbalance in my relationship with my kids. Because when do we spend the most money when we should not spend the most money, June?
On your kids for going out.
Yeah, but when?
Stuff like that.
The one time a year where we spend more money.
Christmas.
Yeah,
It's always
exactly.
Christmas.
Tell me Christmas is not a time to become unbalanced.
Very much so.
So now I'm unbalancing my finances to maintain a balanced relationship with my kids
Mm.
and my kids' expectations and my family's expectations, but that doesn't line up with my overall goals. That's being unbalanced, family.
So just to be clear,
Yeah.
so I can understand
Yeah.
what you're saying is, it's okay to choose where you're unbalanced in life. As long as if that's what your goal is. Like,
Yes.
I want to become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I want to buy a house.
Yes.
I want to do this, and this.
Yes.
I'm going back to school. But you've got to be guarded against the things that are going to pull you off balance. Of course, that's negative.
Yeah, because then I'm in charge.
Okay.
See, at the end of the day, June, we always want to be to the point where we're in charge of
How
ourselves.
can you be in charge if you're unbalanced, though?
Well, because I got to
hard.
choose. I chose the area that I'm going to become unbalanced in, and I get to be in charge of how to get my scale back in balance.
Okay, I got you.
Me, I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
I want to become a homeowner. It's going to create some unbalance in my family. It's going to create some unbalance in my friends. It's going to create some unbalance in my finances.
But you know what direction you're going in.
Exactly,
Okay.
but I know what my bigger, better balance is. Or I like to say bigger, better balance, baby.
You know what? Let's not go there.
June, but just think about it. I get to be in charge.
Yeah.
I get to unbalance my scales. And I'm so much in charge as I know up front when unbalances are going to lie. So I'm not caught off guard. I know that if I'm going to become a homeowner, I need to save $2,000. That's it. So maybe I don't go out to lunch. Maybe I buy fewer clothes. Maybe I take time to budget to take a look at where my money comes from and where it goes to. See, all of that will put you back in balance, but at a higher plane than when you began.
And sometimes things happen to you in your life, unfortunate circumstances, accidents, things like that will throw you off balance.
Yeah.
But as long as you know what, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm living and breathing with people around me that love and care for me, and this is what I'm going to do in the process of recovery, in the process of becoming balanced again.
Yeah, and Jude,
Okay.
And those are the major things, those are the huge things. But we have more unbalancing on the smaller things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like right now, good morning, Jimmy Brown.
Good morning, Jimmy Brown.
Right now, I'm unbalanced because the dogs keep barking. I want to go there and do something about it. But it's the small things that unbalance us, June.
Mm-hmm.
It's the everyday things that become so normal we don't even realize it. You know, the major things, oh, we're going to notice that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the small things, you know, like you said, June, the phone call and email. We were thrown a little bit off balance yesterday by a phone call that you got from a client that's experiencing some problems with their home.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it just kind of unbalances the scale. So now you're worried about them. You want to help them, but you're saying, but there's just, I don't know what I can do.
And that's the thing. It's just like, because we're helpers, that's
Yeah,
the type of
yeah,
we feel,
yeah.
That we helped you, achieve your goals.
Yeah,
So
and we want you to be happy.
we want you to be happy. Yeah.
And if you're not happy, then it is directly impacting our balance.
Mm-hmm.
Because we always say, well, there's got to be something to learn in everything.
Yeah.
But family, all I'm saying is, understand that it's life. It's just life. But you be in charge. You decide where your scales are going to be unbalanced. And then you do the best that you can to get your scales rebalanced, but higher. All right, family? If I'm going to be down, then I'm going to be down. But you know what? My goal is to get up, and I want to stand just a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
So that, June, the next time the scales become unbalanced, which will be 5 minutes later, but at least I'm higher up. I started here. I got unbalanced, but I rebalanced up here. So every single day, our goal is just to get a little bit higher, a little bit further along. And it's easy to do when you're in charge. Because when other folks are in charge of us, what do we got?
Yeah.
What do we got? We got unbalance, and we get used to, and we get used to feeling uncomfortable. So, June, if I had to choose between feeling nothing and feeling uncomfortable, I'm gonna choose feeling nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go for the ride. You know what? Because I know where my keys are right now. They're right there, aren't they? Right there, June?
They're right there.
Okay. Woo. That is balance in my brain, family.
And sometimes I've been known to make Smitty unbalanced by moving his keys.
Oh my!
Woo!
Oh man!
Talk about so unhinged as well as unbalanced.
So we went from unbalanced to unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah, family. Seriously, real talk, simple talk, but effective talk. What can you do today to balance your scales since you're in charge of you? And maybe it's just taking the time to get more in charge of you. But understand that as I decide to do better, to do different, to get different, it's going to create some unbalances in your life. You should expect them because they will happen. It's how we deal with them. And if we deal with them or not. Right? Just something to think about today, family. Hey, look here. June and I, we got to go. We got to get out into the yard. We got to balance some grass into the yard.
Mm-hmm.
We're still doing what we do. Hey, family, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, visit our website, SmittySmith.com, where you can register to attend the Grits and Grants webinar, absolutely free, where we get down to the nitty-gritty of grants and down payment assistance. Because our balance is, our mission is to encourage, to educate, and to empower regular, everyday folk just like you all the way home. All right, family? So look here. I got to go, gadget, go. Please feel free to give me a call. Give June a call. We're here to help you. We're here to answer your questions. You can do this, family. I promise you. You can do this. Start thinking outside the box. Start thinking about how can I do different things to get different things that I plan to get for myself and my family. Because as June and I always say, what do we say about me, June?
We say so much about you. What is it? I can't think. We say so much. When the main thing we say is when I'm good for me, then I'm good for my family.
When I'm the best me, I'm the best for my family. But I like what you said too, June. It still gets the point across. Hey, family, I got to go, gadget, go. Wait a minute. Oh, I knew he was gonna do it. Look what Demond did. He had that type and ready to press send.
Yeah. But we were waiting for you.
The mind, you're off balance, brother.
We were waiting for you, just like the Eagles are waiting.
He was waiting to fire that. So, you know what? I'm even going to say it. Eagle suck, dude. There's no way he had not already typed that, June, and decided to send it. You know? But hey, fam, look here. We know that's not true. So, June, you ready to go do some stuff today?
Ready.
Hey,
Let's
family.
go.